Stories of vengeance begin in many ways, sometimes with a broken heart, sometimes with stolen honor, sometimes with a senseless order given by those who think themselves masters of life. But this story began here, beneath this cursed tree. They hang like silent shadows, driven to the noose for serving their land, their people. Blue stripes, royal lilies, loyalty to the last breath. She was meant to die with them, but fate, treacherous, chose other way. Since then, she has been more than a warrior. Since then, she has become retribution, falling upon the heads of the guilty. Since then, her name is whispered in dark corridors and blood-soaked taverns. From that moment, her vendetta began, and the path of vengeance led her to Novigrad. It's not just a city, it's a big market where everything is for sale, even souls. Here, wealth and poverty live side by side like oil and water. That street markets are filled with shouting of merchants. Pickpockets circle like predators, sniffing out careless ones to expertly strip them of their coin. Taverns buzz like beehives, where ale mixes with blood and honesty exists only on paper. Novigrad is stage where everything plays a part, even if their costumes long since torn. Brotels are theaters of desire, where gold is gleaming beside shadows of sin. Small world, all wrapped in velvet drapes and tangled in lacy work of lies and promises. Magnetic place, where the heights and the depths of Novigrad, they come to meet. The girls who work here are true beauties. Each has something special, thick waves of hair cascading to the waist, or eyes that seem to catch lantern light and make it dance in their pupils. They move with grace and fluidity. The voices of the girls blend into a harmony so enchanting. Like magic, it makes you forget the whole world outside the walls of the brothel. I see I've gone a bit too deep into the details, but don't get the wrong idea. It's all purely for the sake of the story. Yes, I was there. But don't ask what exactly I was doing. What matters is I saw it all, I heard it all with my own eyes and ears, and now I can tell you the tale. In the brothel, where wine flowed like a river and secrets floated in the air along with the smoke, it was always dark and noisy. But when the door suddenly swung open, all of it seemed unimportant. The sunlight, bright and merciless, sliced through the darkness like a blade, wrapping her silhouette in blinding light, and for a moment everyone froze, squinting. A tall, slender figure with the distinct curves of a delicate waist. The smoke danced around her as if too hesitant to touch. As she took a step forward, her appearance began to slowly take shape. Two playful little twists of hair like a heavenly whirlpool. Her gaze, sharp as the tip of an arrow, singled out one bold fool from the crowd. He sat at the central table, lounging carelessly in his chair, as if he had bought not just the drink, but the entire establishment. His clothes were not expensive and looked dirty, much like his manners. On his shirt, there were barely noticeable faded blues blue stripes, and on his chest, very remnants, like from a torn insignia, were a faint silhouette, looking like 3 lilies. He laughed loudly, tossing coins onto the table like firewood into a bonfire, and he demanded,
"Wine! Bring me your finest wine! And don't dare tell me it's finished! I'm here to drink like a king!"
His voice was so loud that it seemed the walls were trembling from his audacity. She took a few steps forward. His confidence melted like wax beneath a flickering candle as their eyes locked.
You look like you've seen a ghost?
Just a moment ago, he laughed like a king at his own feast. But now he sat like a hunted beast. He froze, and his eyes, clouded with wine and arrogance, filled with true terror. His hands, which had just been waving the goblet, grabbed the table convulsively, as if it could protect him. His face turned pale, and his lips barely whispered,
Impossible. You.
But she didn't even blink. Her blue hair looked like a stormy sky, and in her eyes burned a cold fire. Her movement was razor quick. The knife flashed through the air, and in the next moment, the scoundrel's hand was pinned to the table.
Ah!
He cried out in pain, but instead of sympathy, he received a cold glance and even colder words.
Your hand is spin, but your tongue still moves. Answer me. Who have you sold yourself to, scoundrel?
The stranger trembled like a dry leaf in the wind. His gaze flitted around, searching for an escape that didn't exist. Finally, under the weight of her presence, he whispered,
It was Vorga from Cadwin.
Her face remained impassive, like a statue, but a spark of satisfaction flashed in her eyes when she heard the name. Then she pulled out a small pouch of coins and, with a swift motion, forced them into his mouth, silencing his attempts to justify himself. And then, with precision and swiftness worthy of the best executioners, she slit his throat. Blood flowed onto the table, mixing with the spilled wine. She wiped the sword on his cloak and, without looking back, walked towards the exit, leaving behind her only silence and fear.
Leaving behind her only silence and fear. Half of them were screaming, the other half were retching in the corner of the brothel.
Well, it's a kind of poetic phantom.
It's a poetic nonsense. And what with that comparison, worthy of the best executions?
As long as it sounds grand. I write for people who want to see drama, blood, and heroism in every single line.
I just took vengeance on a traitor.
You don't understand anything. Boring stories are the most direct path to oblivion, and your excessive modesty is the quickest path to poverty. You'll see, one day your deeds will become legends.
Yeah, a lady who strangled her enemies with coin.
Halt!
Is something wrong?
By Decree 1408, DC 54, of His Royal Majesty Rodovich V, no one allowed to cross the bridge without special pass.
Pass? Sure, I've got it. Here.
This one for entry. But what you need is an exit pass.
What do you mean?
By Decree 1408 of Order with the Fifth, leaving Novigrad is permitted only for matter of state importance.
And how much should I pay to make my affair suddenly feel important?
Hey, don't play smart with me. You just need to know the right person.
She pulled out a small pouch of coins, and with a swift motion,
No sudden moves.
I swear I slammed that pouch right between your eyes.
Haha, now that's better. See you soon.
An exit pass?
What pig? And because of your poetic phantom tricks, we are left without a coin.
This one for entry.
My unbeatable deck of Gwen's patrons always leads me to victory through every battle, every trial. Each card is one of a kind, just like the incredible people behind them. But even the strongest deck needs new heroes. Join the adventure, add your card, and leave your mark on this journey. Subscribe, comment, share, and until we meet again.